These gaskets here, the so-called high-performance gaskets, from what I can see, they suck. They're crap. First of all, when you go to put it inside the cover, it goes in, but then there's not enough tension to keep it in there. So what happened was it popped out, and then it slid down the crankshaft and was just hanging out right here. And then there was a gap there letting oil out of the motor whenever it was running. And then the next issue I found was that, well, what I did was I put some gasket maker on it, and that worked. It kept it inside the hole, but then the thing was still leaking. A month later, take the cover off, and I could see the oil hanging out down here underneath the this cover here. When it was on, you could see it there, and there's a little pocket there. You could see the oil hanging out in there. And another thing I found out is when you slide this thing on the crankshaft to check it, you don't feel a whole lot of tension. And what I noticed too, I did it with the cover on. I don't know if you can see it, but I moved the cover around with the seal in there, and you can see there's a gap where it touches the crankshaft. So it's going to let oil out. I don't know why it's like that, but and the numbers on it, they're the same size as the one that I just got in here, which is the stock gasket. They don't call it a high performance or anything. So I have no idea what's going on with that nonsense, but I'd stay away from that high performance crap. Because for some reason it's not big enough to stay snug in here on its own when you tap it in, and it doesn't grab around the crankshaft to form a seal. So I wouldn't use those. This one I checked. I can't show you now because I already put it in the cover, but if you just take this seal and slide it on the crankshaft, when you get it past this key here, you can start to feel it, and it has a decent amount of friction when you move back and forth, so you know that it's forming a seal around the crankshaft there. And then when you go to put it in here, it doesn't fit in the hole because it's not supposed to. So then you have to get a socket, pair of pliers, and then you just lightly tap it until you get it all the way in. You don't want to tap it too hard, because that's why it's slightly bigger than the hole, so that there's constant friction, which will keep it in there so it won't pop out. Turn the cover over, check the other side. You can see the seal in there. Make sure that the seal, kind of hard to see with the camera, but where's this, the end of this aluminum, and where the aluminum ends and you see the seal, just go all the way, look all the way around that and make sure that it's evenly flattened down in there before you put the cover back on. And I have my other video about putting the cover back on and all that, so I'm not going to show that here. Just wanted to explain some issues with these seals, because I didn't see any videos online about talking about these seals or anything. And also, when you put the seal in, the new seal in, make sure that you can see the hole, the slit in it where this little spring is in there. Make sure that is facing outwards when you're looking inside the cover. That's the inside, that's the outside. And that's pretty much it for that. Thanks for watching.